Hello, Tim from Fairplay now on the 31st of May 2023. So I noticed the video I did yesterday has got way fewer viewers than they normally or typically get, but I'm hardly surprised because if you saw it, you'll have seen that I was being highly critical of the government, and it seems that if you like that, the old shadow banning comes in big time for you. So not surprising, but yeah, what a dystopian world we live in, when if you're critical of the government you get sort of shadow banned, censored, etc. Never thought I'd live in a place where this kind of thing happens. But anyway, let's move on from that. And well, kind of, I'm still going to be a bit critical of things, but in other ways. I saw a very interesting video this morning, and it was this guy, I think he's an Australian guy, I think that's what he sounded like, and he was saying how you can spot a global scam. They've got certain characteristics. First of all, the way you can tell it's definitely a scam is if they are talking about a certain problem needs a global solution. So that is, and not just a localized one. And that's one way to spot it. And the second way to spot it is if no dissent is allowed. They come out with phrases kind of like, the science is settled, or the scientific consensus agrees that this problem is happening and it needs a global solution. And no one will entertain any kind of dissent, any kind of differing opinion or anything like that. And that is, again, a sure sign that you are dealing with a scam. This guy seemed very categorical when he said that, and yeah, I quite agree with him. Mind you, I can't think of anything that's like that at the moment. Can you? Leave a comment in the comment section below if you can. But anyway, I'll try and put a little clip of this guy sort of here, it'll transition into that. I think you can put a 15-20 second clip in without breaching any copyright stuff, so I will do that and you can see what I mean.
The other things you can observe is, instead of presenting science as an ongoing, evolving activity, it is presented in terms of static knowledge, consensus. And you see the cancellation and censorship of dissident voices rather than engagement with them. These patterns are proof of a scam. That is what people need to understand. Whenever something is presented as the science, as a consensus, it is a scam. You do not have to go and get engaged in all of the minutiae of the scientific principles and the models and the measurements at all. You can know with absolute certainty that you are dealing with a scam when dissent is suppressed.
So yeah, it's a good way, don't you think, of spotting global scams. So one thing I haven't talked about at all is back when we had that little meetup in Stony Stratford near Milton Keynes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we had this meetup in early March. Quite a few viewers came along. I think there's about 60 of us all together. It was a really good day. We had Mark Devlin speaking, John O'Looney speaking, and yeah, just spent a day in the company of like-minded people. It was really fantastic. And towards the end of the day, Mark Devlin, who again, if you don't know him, he's an author and a truther, and he's got fantastic insights into the shenanigans that goes on in the musical industry. And yeah, you need to check him out. He has got some mind-blowing stuff, and we were privileged to have him speak at our little conflab there in March. But towards the end of the day, he was saying to me, yeah, you've got a really sort of good quality audience here, haven't you? And so there you go, guys and girls. Mark Devlin thinks you are quality. So, you know, take that as the compliment you so richly deserve. And I must say, I am privileged to, you know, obviously I echo that sentiment. I can't believe the quality of people who watch little old me and these little videos. And I'm privileged that you do so. Now, one such viewer, she's a lady called Alison. So hi Alison, and she's an example of these quality people. And she was at the event I attended the other week doing a speech, and at the end of her speech she came out with this song which she's written herself, and it's really great. It's kind of like a folk song, really. I suppose that's the style of music that it falls into. And she's a really great singer and singer-songwriter, really. And yeah, this song I found, yeah, very catchy, very tuneful. And the best thing about it is it's a folk song about my local area. As you know, I kind of live in the top end of Sussex, kind of near East Grinstead and Crawley, those sort of towns. That's my neck of the woods. And although it's a great place to live, great area to live, it perhaps hasn't got the identity, shall we say, either nationally or internationally even, that other parts of the country have got. You know, places, yeah, some of the big cities, Glasgow, Edinburgh, Liverpool, Manchester, sort of the East End of London, places like Islington, I suppose, it's Chelsea. They've all got their own identities, and even certain wider areas like the Black Country, Yorkshire, Cornwall, etc. Again, they've got certainly nationally and even internationally recognised identities, but this part of the world isn't like that. So you know, although people who sort of live here are sort of very proud to do so, and as far as we're concerned, it's got a very good identity, but perhaps it's not quite in the same league as those other places I've mentioned. So folk songs don't tend to get written about these areas around here. They're more reserved for, you know, places like the Black Country, I suppose, etc. And it's great to have a folk song from this area. It's really, really good. And anyway, what I thought I'd do, I've got her permission, is I'm going to do something a little bit different and let Alison play out the rest of this video. The song goes on, I think, for about 3 minutes or so. And yeah, I think you'll find it entertaining. I'll let Alison play this one out, and I'll be back soon. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.
The oak and the ash and the holly, the beech and the birch all agree. And a reader is not just a forest, its spirit lives in the trees. Heal the weald and the reader, heal the weald and the reader, heal the weald and the reader, heal the weald of care. From Tunbridgewell sand to East Grinstead clay, not the larch but the hornbeam was there, a sprig of silver and raya, and trees bearing leaves. Hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald of Kent. The trunk of the beech bears a royal throne, the queen of the forest she smiles, her face bears the marks of the secret she keeps, of trees bearing leaves. Hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald of Kent. St. Chad was the bishop of Mercia, a Celt who was banished by Rome. The white well springs and the honeysuckle sings, of trees bearing leaves. Hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald of Kent. From Adam's Well was a healing spell, the pilgrims they came from afar, but it's lost its fame to the chalybeate's name, and its spirit lives in the trees. Hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald of Kent. The chalybeate well, the old goddess springs, Red River waters of blood, thrice 3 generations of oak trees, and trees bearing leaves. Hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald of Kent. Hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald and the Reader, hail the Weald of Kent and Sussex and Surrey and Hampshire. Thank you very much.